It's Eric Romero with Your Castle Real Estate, here with my good friend Joe Massey with Castle & Cook Mortgage. So Joe, what are you seeing with investors in the current market situation, good and bad?
Yeah, great question, Eric. I really appreciate that. We are seeing some investor purchases slow down. This is often happening from some of the large institutional buyers that are buying blocks of 1,000 homes or 500 homes or 5,000 homes. We are seeing that slow down a little bit. We are seeing some of what I would describe as the mom and pop investors that own 1, 3, or 5 properties that are slowing down a little bit. And overall, we did see investor transactions go down by about 30% in the past quarter. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad time for an investor to buy. What are some of the concerns? Folks are generally concerned about higher interest rates. We talk about that a lot. They're concerned about lower cash flow, which becomes a factor from higher interest rates. And they're unsure about appreciation in the future. Well, I talk with a lot of investors and I get sort of 2 schools of thought. One is like, hey, Joe, I'm going to wait until prices come down and cash flows improve and interest rates go down, and then I'm going to buy a property. I have other investors that say, you know what, I'm not concerned about what's going to happen today because I'm concerned with owning that property for the next 20 years. And over the next 20 years, they feel very positive that rates are going to increase, properties are going to appreciate, and they're going to continue to pay down that debt. I'm not saying that one or the other is correct. I think both are valid thoughts. And I would encourage everybody out there, look at your investment horizon. Are you buying a property for the next 6 months and you plan to turn around and sell it? Maybe this is not a great time to buy. Or are you buying a property for the next 6 months? You're going to add a lot of value to it and then turn around and sell it. Maybe it is a good time to buy. Think through your individual strategy, but know overall there's less competition right now, right? 30% of investors have stopped buying, as well as many individual buyers are on the sidelines because of their uncertainty. If there's uncertainty in the market, does that mean it's a good opportunity for you to step in and fill that gap? Maybe, depending on your individual circumstances.
So Joe, on your comments, I do have a follow-up. Let's call it an observation because I don't have any hard data other than maybe some anecdotal data.
I love observations by Eric, by the way.
Well, I've been doing this for about 30 years, so I've seen patterns. But one of the things I've noticed, and you tell me if you've seen it as well, is the investors in real estate I know that are the most successful are the ones that are getting into the market when everyone else is pulling back.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. And it feels risky, right? Everybody's going this way and they're saying don't buy real estate. And this small group of people says, hey, you know what? I'm buying real estate. And then in 10 years from now, this group of people has gained a lot of wealth. And this group of people maybe has gained some wealth, but maybe not as much.
Or they're still waiting.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. I always encourage people, don't try to time the market because it's never the perfect time to buy, right? Buying a property is kind of like having a baby or getting sick or going on vacation. It's never convenient, but it's one of those things that you need to do. And the sooner you do it, likely the better off you're going to be. But I agree 100%. I see a lot of times when people pull back, some of the most savvy people say, now it's time to get in. So that might make sense for you. As we've mentioned in the past, look at your own individual situation. Does it make sense? Could be a very good time.
Absolutely.